come in close.
I want to do some talking. No, Miles, come here.
Hey, Miles.
Why don't you,
All right. I need to do some talking because I'm closer to the camera.
bad news about Miles that we need to share.
So we've got some bad news / scary news about Miles. We thought we would share it by Miles, not remembering that they are super, super loud. But so we I don't know if anyone had noticed, and we'd kind of mentioned it, but Miles's beak hair, his bill,
Miles, come here.
that he is biting me with. Hey, Betty.
The problem. The biting is the problem.
Yeah, the biting is the problem, but so Miles has been doing something somewhere where he's banging his beak, and he's been doing it repeatedly. We keep trying to figure out where it has been happening. We had sent pictures to our one vet asking, if it was a problem. They said, oh no, it should be fine. And so he just kept doing it. So we had our farm vet come out. They thought maybe it was a yeast infection, so we were putting some monostat on it. It just didn't seem to be getting better. And so yesterday we took him to our other avian vet, and they looked at it and seemed very worried that he has potentially...
It's gotten worse since the original.
Yes, it's gotten worse.
So it really wasn't a big deal, but he just kept at it and kept at it until he's gotten down deep into his bill, almost to the bone. So yeah, so we've been trying to figure out where. We finally redid the whole inside floor of his house, and there's a little hole in the corner that we think maybe that's where he was digging.
He was just, it's okay. He can.
Maybe there was bugs down there or something. So we redid that whole floor. We're gonna put more of his toys in there and make sure he feels like he's got enough enrichment going on in there. But I think he just finds things that he likes to nibble at, and that's what he does. So unfortunately, the concern now is that there's an infection down to his bone, and if that is the case, he would have to have his bill partially amputated at least. So we're waiting on some test results to come back, and then we're going to do an x-ray on Friday to see if there is a bone activity down to the bone, and if so, how far. So, of course, in my mind, I've already gone to the worst case scenario. We're going to get him a 3D printed bill to replace so he can continue to attack Ryan. But yeah, that's where we're at. It's pretty upsetting. Was not expecting that kind of news.
Yeah, and I mean, it's never good news when you ask your vet, how bad is it if it's a bone infection, it's not going to kill him, and they kind of make a face of, we're not really sure. So we're really worried about him. I mean, right now he seems in good spirits. We have not seen him bleeding or anything like that.
This is 100% going to pull through.
Yeah, so we're
not going to believe anything otherwise. He's going to be fine.
But there's definitely some serious concern here that this could be worse than it looks.
Yeah.
And that's never what we want to hear. About any of our beloved animals. And
especially someone as young and athletic as Miles. Miles is just so
yeah.
Not expecting.
He's so full of life, so nothing about him indicated anything major was going wrong. It just seemed like he was doing something kind of dumb, and we were trying to figure it out. And yeah, unfortunately, he has banged his beak so much that he's basically exposed some of the, what's it called? It's not cartilage.
Oh, yeah.
What did she say? It's whatever comes right before the bone, and so they're worried that infection has crept in through the cracks that he's been making. So yeah, it's really scary,
Some antibiotic and antifungal on it every morning. That's why we're hanging out.
And we have an x-ray planned. Yeah, we have to hang out with him for an hour to make sure he keeps his medicine on his bill and does not wipe it off. Yeah, we can't have water access for a while because he'll just wash it off. So it's definitely not. Thank you. I think it's Elizabeth. Thank you. But yeah, we're hoping it's going to be fine. But both we would love your positive energy out there in the universe for Miles, and also, you know,
$1,100 just to do the full diagnostics to figure out
what's going on. Yeah, there's like anyone who thinks, you know, if you think you're gonna get like chickens or any kind of bird, and you know, oh, they won't be too expensive, they don't eat much. Like birds, just to go to the vet, you know, like a basic avian vet visit is 115. Then for them to do the test on Miles yesterday for what's going on was an extra 200 and some. So just to check out what it might be was 300. And she really wants to do an x-ray on Friday to make sure it hasn't gone too deep into the bone. The x-rays are $700. So now is a great time if you know, we're thinking about supporting our sanctuary in any way, or sponsoring Miles. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, now would be a great time to, you know, show your support, because, you know, these are not things we can ever fully count on. We can never be aware of what things like this will show up in the future. And so, you know, unfortunately, Miles, because of what's happened to his beak care, you know, it's just the beginning, because, you know, whatever infection is like causing it to just continue, is going to be an ongoing treatment. So
hopefully we have stopped the source.
Yeah.
After our deep investigation, because we originally redid the outside area. We put a mat down. Like we looked. There was nowhere. Like yeah, it's just like in the bottom inside area. There's like a little corner, and I saw some little scratch marks, and was like, oh, he's probably reaching in there, like getting bugs or something out of the wood.
Yeah.
Like, he just found like this little crevice that he could just shove his face into, his cute little face, and getting the bugs is more important to him than not scraping out his whole bill.
Do you want to go out here for a minute and talk a little, so we can give,
Well, we can go see everyone else too, but yeah, so.
just to give Miles a little.
In case you couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just in case you were trying to listen.
Poor life choices.
Yeah, so quick recap. Miles has been banging his beak. Unfortunately, you know, it started as not too serious. We tried a few things along the way, and now it has gotten to the point where he is. Hey, Quince. Hey. Yeah, so he may have a bone infection. He may, we're hoping not, but may end up having his beak amputated, or a part of his beak. And so, you know, it's seriously concerning, because if there is a bone infection, sort of worst case scenario is like there's nothing we can do about it, you know, so we're hoping it has not gone that far. Yeah, Mallory.
He's going to be fine. Like, he is going to be fine. It's in the tip. Like, I can see where the swelling is. It's in the tip. Like, if we had to amputate it, we would. We'll find some way to do a nice 3D prosthetic, 3D printed prosthetic. Like, I am not going to believe anything otherwise. Like,
yeah, and
this is going to haunt you for the next 30 years.
I fully hope and expect so, yeah. So yeah, but it's definitely concerning. We are definitely going to be staying on it. But right now he is locked inside because he cannot be near water for an hour, yeah, or he'll wash off his medicine. Gosh, even over there, they're plenty loud. But everyone is out this morning.
They always have a morning swim, you know?
Yeah. So... yeah, so if you've not seen us live in the morning, usually we are picking up poop. Yeah, we do have poop to pick up, but yeah, we thought this morning would be a good chance to break our trend of not ever sort of giving a little morning wake up. Thank you, Janice. Like, yeah, no, it's one nice thing. So one of the hardest things about running a sanctuary is things like this happening, where, you know, this possible bone infection in Miles, and, you know, going through that fear and trying to figure out how you're going to make sure that, you know, all the costs that might come up along the way are covered. Hey, Chrissy and Sunshine, thank you. But it is really nice to have like a whole community out there that is being supportive and letting you know they're behind you, because yeah, it is.
We know everyone loves Miles.
Yeah, Miles has a lot of people that enjoy watching him beat me up. So yeah, and if you've not seen before, over here we got some rays of sunshine. Where you just laying down over there? We've got Annie and Piper. They're taking their. What, you're just wearing it on your face. You just have it all over your face right now, kiddo. Sorry, Pipes. I wasn't trying to chase you away. I'm gonna say hi to that sweet little girl.
Bonnie, Anthony, out eating your breakfast. You're holding out for the good stuff.
Yeah, always.
Holding out for the
Bonnie
pellets
and
now.
Piper feel like they should get their special breakfast, even though I've never given them special breakfast. I always give them special dinner. Because as they've gotten older, like they have not retained weight the way they should. And now that they've started getting these special pellets that they enjoy, they feel that that is the only meal that they should have.
Which
Yeah,
is the opposite, like,
Yeah.
because they, you know, we're mostly on hay because they got a little chubby for a minute. And then they got a little skinny as they got older, and so then we put them back on the pellets, and now they don't want to eat their hay. So that is not what we were going for, but what are you going to do?
You want to get greeted this morning, Quincy. I can tell.
Quincy, you know, Quincy's coming inside to get a foot bath.
Oh, yeah, it's your foot bath day.
It's foot bath day for Quincy.
It's foot bath day for you, Quince.
Yeah.
Oh, we love our Quince.
Yeah, foot bath day. Gotta check out those feetsies.
Buddy, I know. You're like, don't you dare hug me. Oh, you follow all day. And I give you hugs all the time, so don't act like, oh, I hate this so much.
I know,
How
but
dare you, Daddy?
he's trying to be dignified. He likes to stay close, very close, on his own terms. Quincy does the following. You do not follow the Quincy.
It's so just
Quincy
like,
follows you.
dramatically like.
Yeah. He is. We love you so much, Quincy.
Yeah, if you've never seen, back up a little and we'll show people the Quincy dance. Oh, like farther. I was going to show how he follows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When I turn.
Yeah. Well, he's got me too, so I think he's confused.
Oh, you're following me? You want to come this way?
Sidestep, sidestep, sidestep. Yes, this is what Quincy does. Walk a little farther next time. He's confused. Yeah, should he follow mom or dad? He's not sure. He's standing in the middle. Go a little farther. He's a little. I think my presence here is distracting him, but he will always be within the vicinity like this of whoever's outside, just supervising, hanging out.
I wonder if that's where Jenna got it, because Jenna will follow me that very same way. Although she will.
Jenna won't turn around. Yeah. No, I think that there's following for different reasons. I think Quincy just likes to hang out. Quincy just likes to be a part of things.
It's like humid out, but it's like.
It's really humid out.
It's like one of those days where as soon as I shower, it will be nice outside.
As soon as I went inside for a second, I felt really gross, and then out here, I'm like, oh, it's nice, but.
Yeah, as soon as I like start to adjust to, like Williamsburg, if you've never been here, once you get to like summer, is a humid place.
But it's not summer yet.
They basically dug up.
It's
swamp.
only spring now.
You know where would be a great place to settle? Let's dig in a swamp and set up camp there.
But it's only spring. Hey, Elton. Yeah, we do have, you know, there's some roosters that have definitely made it their hobby to
kick my butt.
Yeah, you know, like Quincy is super sweet though. Quincy, the only time Quincy's ever pecked anybody, I used to be able to say Quincy had never pecked anyone, and for most of his life that was true. But then we were giving Quincy a bath, and he did not like that, and so he gave Ryan a nice little peck.
I think I should get my new hat. And
but that was the only time.
We should do a smash or pass on the new hat. You know, start pulling.
Smash or pass.
My new look.
Yeah, no, I like it. My opinion's the one that matters, isn't it? You know?
Well, but if everyone else is just like, oh, I cannot take this.
Everyone else loves your hat, baby. Everyone else loves your hat. But we can do that.
Oh, you hear Elton? He found something for Indy to eat. He's like, and he's like pointing at it with his beak. You finding stuff for Indy?
Hey, Sherry. Oh, she says she can't listen to audio at the moment. Well, if you listen to this back, you'll hear me saying hi to you. Hey, Elton. So Elton was our big scare last year. last summer / fall. We really weren't sure if Elton was going to make it. And he kind of got like a mystery illness, which probably was some sort of respiratory infection that also affected his like digestive tract. The only other thing it could have been is maybe like he ingested some type of metal that was like dangerous for him, which we're kind of on top of. I don't know, like the area that we're in, there's just layers and layers of stuff. So there's old, like we had some guys come out with like those metal detectors to look for old coins. I mean, there's old, like, is that a sponge?
Yeah. Well, I just.
Oh, is that the sponge from Jenna? Yeah.
Stuff like this.
There just comes up through the ground. Yeah, that's been there for years and years and years. So it's possible that, what if that was the sponge that Jenna pulled out of the kitchen?
No, I got that one.
Oh, so it's possible something, I don't know, just pulled up and he ate that, but it's a mystery. It was a mystery. Let me kind of finish Elton's real quick. Yeah, so Elton now just kind of made a miraculous recovery. And we had him on oxygen for a little bit, and we're giving him some anti-inflammatories, and now he just seems to be doing great. Quincy agrees that Elton is doing fabulously.
Yeah.
Stay close. Hey, Quincy. Yes, you are the star. This is your moment.
I feel like
we have not spent enough time on you, Quincy. Go ahead. Say what were you going to say?
I feel like Mallory keeps trying to
He's got
explain
his
the rules
here.
of ADHD conversation, man. I'm not getting it. I thought you just like talk interjectedly.
Well, I just wanted to finish Elton being okay.
It makes sense. I wasn't, I was trying to learn the rules. But yeah, so yesterday, speaking of sponges, if you watched us live, we did a carrot drive-through. Was it yesterday? No,
Thank you for addressing this. This is a serious.
The carrot
needs to be addressed.
Drive-through with Maisie by herself, and Maisie got all her carrots, and we were talking about our two cows, Jenna and Annie. We were doing a whole day where Jenna just didn't exist. And the point of that was that's almost what happened because Jenna was born on a dairy farm. And so our point was this is what the world would be like if the dairy farm had just done what they planned, which was just shoot her when she was born because she can't produce milk. And so
Quincy's really upset about this.
We kicked off at that point what we're calling Ditch Dairy for Jenna in June. So if you want to be a part of that, like it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter like if you've thought about ditching dairy, you already mostly have ditched dairy, or even if you have ditched dairy, we're taking people, having them sign up. Go ahead.
A pledge. I was just giving you the word.
Pledge. Well, I was getting to that word, but yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing a pledge to ditch dairy in June. Why June, you might ask? Maybe you wouldn't. But it is because,
why June?
Because there you go. Thank you. I will answer you. Because June is National Dairy Month, and so we thought in a counter movement to the idea of like, hey, let's get people to drink from cows, breast milk. We want to suggest to you that as humans, that makes no sense because we had mothers when we were babies that fed us, so why would we take the milk from a baby cow? And that's the reason Jenna was going to be shot. That's the reason that she was taken from her mom the day she was born, because humans sell that milk to other humans when we don't need it. We have tons of replacement milks, there's tons of calcium in other foods, and so we're hoping to both educate people, show them the alternatives. We're going to talk about how much money the government spends funding dairy companies because they're not profitable. They wouldn't be able to survive without the government just pumping money into them. And then after pumping all that money into them, they just pour a lot of that milk down the drain because they want to keep prices high. So,
should we go see the cows?
Like done amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can keep going. I don't want to. Should we go around?
Yeah, we can do that way. I mean, I was going to open this one, but
oh yeah, go for it. Carry on.
So we'd love for you to go to lifeofpigs.com. If you scroll down just a little bit, there's the dairy pledge.
On the front page.
Yeah, and so you can pledge to ditch dairy for Jenna.
Elizabeth is looking forward to dairy-free June. Yay, excited to hear that.
I was going to say thank you for that email. Like, we were really appreciative if you letting us know that you were excited about that, because that is the hope. There's a lot of people out there that want to do this, have thought about doing it, and just don't really know how. They hear from their doctors that they need this, but
So we will be there to help. We're gonna have a dedicated private Facebook group. We're gonna send you lots of recipes, lots of information to try to make it as easy as we can if for you to try some dairy alternatives or give it up, because who would want a consumer product that would harm this big, beautiful, beautiful giant girl here? Sorry, it's all the pitchforks. You guys are a little dirty. Because no one would want a consumer product that would have made us have a life without Jenna.
Yeah.
Because the dairy industry was going to kill her at 3 days old. So we hope that in honor of her, you will decide to go without dairy for just a month. You know, I mean, obviously it'd be great if you continue after that, but give it a try for a month and see how it goes. Jenna's feeling pumped about this. Jenna is feeling pumped. She's really excited to have a whole month dedicated to her.
Jenna, I see you.
Jenna, do not do that. Annie's gonna poop in your general direction. You've got food over there.
Like, so yeah, here's the problem. Jenna and Maisie have figured out that, Jenna and Maisie have figured out that the littles get, the sheep, sorry, and Annie. If you've never heard us say that, the littles are Jenna and Annie. I mean, sorry, Bonnie, Piper, and Annie. They figured out that sometimes we give them special treats. And if I don't close the gate, then those special treats go to Jenna. And they also go to Jenna. And Maisie gets to watch the rest of it go to Jenna.
A few go to Maisie. Oh, Sherry says almond milk tastes so much better these days. Yay, Sherry, I'm so happy to hear that. I hope that you're gonna join our Ditch Dairy Month anyway, even if you're already on that path. But yeah, that's awesome to hear that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think too, like for Sherry, like how helpful it'll be to share. I mean, someone who, you know, fairly recently started to make that switch. I think that's important because I think a lot of people don't realize at first you're kind of like, this isn't what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And over time, you know, and that I'm talking the course of like weeks and months.
Yeah.
You're just like, wait, what did it used to be like?
Yeah.
You know, it becomes very familiar.
Hey, beautiful.
Jenna, don't pull.
Sherry says July better be dedicated to Annie.
Okay.
We could do that. We could do that. Definitely do a meatless
we could do,
July.
Like, butt out beef for Annie.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, thank you, lovely Elle. Appreciate that. This is good.
What? Yeah, so hopefully everybody will sign the pledge. Again, just go to lifewithpigs.com. Like, we are not going to be showing up at your house, like, sniffing your breath. Like, the point is for...
I was going to do that. I'm not supposed to do that? Too creepy?
The plan right now is not to show up your door. There's no judgment involved. There's no... Like, all it is like...
We're here to help
people see how easy it is, how great it is, and how much, you know, damage it does to, like, the animals' lives.
Hi, beautiful.
You know, I mean, for Jenna to lose her mom the day she was born.
Yes, Greg, this is this beautiful girl with 2 horns and 4 legs. 2 thorns. I think you meant horns, but hey, they're kind of like big thorns, you know?
Well, I was going to say...
She is a cowie angel.
If you ever meet Jenna, never have a wall between you and Jenna because she might try to hug you, and she likes to hug with her horns. And you just don't want a wall behind you because she really wants to get in there and hug. And
Sherry says she's 1 year off of farm meat now.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. I don't think I knew that. Yay, Sherry, I'm so happy. Sherry, you really got to join the Facebook group when we make it, because I think you have a really good, like, story. You know, like, you're someone who's really been thinking about it a long time and, you know, been making changes, and it's been important to you. And, you know, I know there's been, like, struggles along the way. So, like, I think your story is really good and helpful and can really encourage people who might not feel like it's the easiest thing to do. Because I know some people are like, oh, I just quit it, and it's like fine. Other people, it very much is a struggle. So yeah, so that, I think your story is awesome, and I'm so proud of you. Really, we're really proud of you.
That enough. Like,
Oh, I just want to give Sherry a hug. That makes me so happy. We've been working on Sherry for a while. Well, Sherry's been working on it.
Sherry for a while.
Yeah.
And letting us, you know.
Yeah.
Simply, I don't know. Like, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it was us. I think it was Annie and the rest of these.
Yeah, no, it was definitely the animals spoke for themselves. I mean, they do. You know, you get to know them. Sherry's been sponsoring a couple of our animals for a while, and she's been to visit them lots. And so I think you can't help but spend time, you know, with these guys, and then, you know, want to change your eating habits as a result of that, when you can really get to know the beautiful, beautiful victims of the industry.
Yeah.
So
we hope that Jenna will help inspire a lot of people to ditch dairy. The funny thing about Jenna is she can harass you, she can like chase you, and at the end of the day, she loves you, wants to sniff your face, she wants to hug you.
she gets away with a lot.
She gets away with a lot because she's like a giant puppy. And I think that, we hope that people see that, because no one wants to have a puppy killed. No one wants to see puppies taken from their moms and have the dog milk sold to humans, and to do it to cows is just different because they're bigger. And so.
Quincy's really staying close.
Like,
Okay, everybody. Well,
I'm
thanks
in
for.
the trust tree right now.
Yeah, you are. You're the only one who can really be in this level of trust tree with Jenna. Okay, well, thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning, everyone. If you missed the Miles update, it's right at the beginning. It's some serious news, but hope is not lost. I fully believe Miles is going to be fine. We just got to do some work to get him there. So check that out.
Now's a great time to donate, because
Yes.
like we said, this week alone, we know for sure we're spending $1,100 to have like
Diagnostics.
the appointment that we've already had, and then to have Miles get an x-ray to tell us if it's in the bone or how far up the bone, which will tell us what the treatment plan's going to be. We're hoping it's going to be positive, but at the same time, we need to be ready for whatever. It could end up with prosthetic beak. It could end up with
Bill.
months and
Bill.
months.
He's got a bill, not a
months
beak.
and months of treatment. So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Sorry, my hands, I have autism, and I think I have autistic hands, because I know
You don't. You're fine.
a lot of the time I'm just like.
You just get really amped.
Yeah, so I'm
You're
sorry
really
about
worried
that.
about Miles. As much as him and Miles, have their love/beat up relationship, there is a lot of love there, and Ryan's worried that if Miles doesn't have his full bill, that he won't be able to beat him up every
I always
day.
say it's a love-hate relationship. I love him, he hates me.
Hate's a strong word, but
All right, well, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.